Hello guys, so today I want to analyze Bitcoin US dollar based on popular demand. So this means going up on my chart, and these are the zones I've marked out for quite a long time now, even before I designed this new interface. So, and pretty much Bitcoin has been respecting these zones for a long time now, and it's still gonna respect them for a long time coming. So basically, this is daily time frame. I'm just trying to check what's Bitcoin has been doing for so long. Okay, the current market price is 84,622 Bitcoin per dollar. And okay, so what's the market trend for Bitcoin right now? What's the trend for Bitcoin right now? Okay, so Bitcoin has done this range for a while, breakout, breakdown, got to this zone, went back to this zone, and it does a 50% retracement, drop down. Then I think I shot this market from here after this breakout of this line. I shot it from here down to this zone here, and the market is back to that same zone, right? This same zone, right? So what's the market doing? The market is struggling at the moment, definitely. Basically, the market is struggling because the market has been doing for the past 5 days. This is key. Since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the market has been in the same price points, right? The same price range. So the market has not really done anything significant, because market is trying to break out of this trend. This is a downtrend, right? So, and if I zoom out, I notice that this is a 50% retracement on a more higher time frame. Let me say the weekly time frame here, because if I draw my fib from this level up here, if I do my fib up to this point, up to this price point here, if I do my fib from this lower point up to this price point here, I can notice that this place is about 50% retracement. And looking at the chart again, it's trying to make what we call a double bottom, right? A whammy, a double bottom, and then this is the neckline. The market has not been able to break the neckline, and looking at this chart, it's still a downtrend. That's let me go up a little bit higher to the time frame to see whether you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you want to draw your zones, these are the major zones the market is right now. So like I said, if I check out what's going on in the higher time frame, I can notice that. Let me draw my Fibonacci from here. Let me draw from a swing low to a swing high point. Like I said, this is a 50. Let me put it on a week. Your Fibonacci has to be on a week of the candles, because going lower, those wicks are not just spikes, they are real candle bodies. So now looking at that, you can see the market has been in this Fibonacci level, and this Fibonacci level is a zone, and also it's also a zone actually. So the market has been there trying to create two bottoms, making this zone as this $76,000 as a full support, right? So what market is doing now is market currently in the region of indecision. Market doesn't know whether to come back and find more liquidity down at 71 zone, or come down into this range, or thereabout. But then from the standpoint, we can say that market is already in a significant zone of retracement. So going down lower time from the daily time frame, let me say network is a bit poor, but nevertheless, okay. So still loading. So yes. Okay, so now from here we can say the market is creating a double bottom on this zone, right? But then market, okay, after this, let me clean this up after that passed away. So I'm way past that now. So okay, this zone here that I marked out is a very strong support zone in the lower time frame. This green line I drew here. can notice that market has been respecting that line for quite a while now. But then, nevertheless, let me show you one thing again in the market, which is the trend line. Let me draw my trend line and see, and I'll show you why. The reason why, if I was want to be trading on an higher time frame, I have to wait a little bit for the market to do my bidding. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So, can you look at that now? Judging from that, this is a let me zoom out. The first touch, second touch, and market is doing a third touch on this trend line. So from here now, there are two things actually involved. If you notice that the market is creating indecision candles. It was first called first made to a bullish and a bearish candle. Then we thought it was a marabozo. That's Twitter top trying to create another lower low, but then it didn't do that. It came ahead and created another doji, and it created another candlestick. Now it's forming another bullish candlestick. So if market continues to touch this trend line and this my tiny little resistance zone and couldn't break above it, be 100% sure that market is coming back down to this 76,000 78,000 zone to grab more liquidity. But better still, if the market break above this trend line, and then it should test this trend line and make it a support, the market is going up to 92k. But if not, this trend line is very strong. That's why the market is, and this is the third touch. And actually, the touch of a trend line is one of the most strongest standpoints in market when the market goes in the direction of the third touch. So I'm pretty sure if the third touch holds, the market is coming down this way. If the third does not hold or it's breakout, there was a breakout. But as long as this market, another thing again is, as long as this there's no candlestick that close above the first candle that touch the trend line, which is this bearish candle, this white candle, just rest assured that the market is coming down again to 76k. So from my standpoint now, I'm looking at a bearish engulfing candle that's going to give me a cue to sell this market. And if that does not happen, I'll wait for a break of structure here, and if there is a breakout in this of the trend line, I'll look for a retest. After a retest, I'll take a trade to 92k. So that's the actual analysis right now. Are you getting me? So from this standpoint, the market is, if market breaks out, just rest assured that the market is already ready to go. And not just 92, if market comes to 92, it's going to break 92 and it's going to 106. It's going to come to the top of this trend line begins. That's $106,000. But if not, rest assured market is coming back to 76k, and if it doesn't hold, it's going down to 70k. But for now, there is high tendency that market is going to come down to 96k. So for all your analysis here, just rest assured that market is coming down to 96k. And for educational purposes, if you want to draw support zones and resistance zones, just make sure that you are looking at my zones at 106, 92, 86k, 76k, 71k, and 70k. Are you getting my point? So if you want to see more of this, like, subscribe, and share it, and I'll be showing you more on how market is doing and behaving in the long run. Stay tuned. God bless.